Hello everybody, this is Chris Ogle and this show is the L4G News Show for the 78th week, believe it or not. Today's the 12th of July and it's been another massively busy week in Link4Growth, and I've been all over the country, so I'm going to give you a quick update on what's been going on right across the nation today. So I'm going to cover network expansion, highlights for the week, tools for growing districts, the collaborations we've got going on, some education and learning stuff that I've found out this week and kind of conversations I've been having, the what's on coming in the week coming up, some stuff on subscriptions, and finally wrapping up with a few announcements. Okay, so we're going to get cracking straight in with network expansion. Okay, things are moving along in Bradford and Halifax. I believe there's a venue been identified and notification of an event to be set up. So that's exciting stuff. Well done to Damien up there for bringing that all together. I understand that in Cumbria and North Lancashire, things are progressing as well. So look out for Jenny Braithwaite and things making a move up there. She's being supported by Jerry Ridioff, who's from the North East district of North Yorkshire and Durham. Then we've got Nottingham, something happening in Nottingham, believe it or not. Now, I don't know a lot about that at the moment, but again, that's been sort of developed by Jerry. There are strict rules about starting up new events now, which are formed in the which have been formulated in the district leader handbook, soon to come out. More on that later. And then we've got in the West Country, Cirencester and Stroud, around that kind of neck of the woods, stuff starting to be talked about down there, so that's a great one. And also the same with Croydon and Orpington. So lots of stuff happening, lots of different things. We've also got development in existing areas as well. So there's stuff being talked about down in Newport in South Wales. Loads of new events being talked about up in the Durham and North Yorkshire district. We've got some new events happening in Watford. There's a new coffee starting, I think it's the end of this month, and discussions taking place with a new coffee shop that's opening in Watford. So that's quite exciting. And then we've got some new stuff happening in London as well with Deepa Kotak and Essex. I know there's we had Braintree a couple of weeks back, well, it was a week last Friday. But other stuff happening over there as well with Thaxted, I know, and Colchester being talked about as well. So loads of stuff happening right across the district. The highlights for me are last week, what I got to hear about. Fantastic that Jerry Ridioff up in North, her first TV show cut, if you like. That was yesterday. Well done, Jerry. I know it's a bit daunting when you first start to do these things, but really well, and I know that Cal looked after you on that, and more of that to come, I think, so well done to you. I'd like to also say thanks to Alex Murray, because he was away on holiday and he's come back with some renewed energy. It's really buzzing in the Southwest Hearts district, and he's building quite a strong team down here. Baldwin, Tanya Clark and Diane Richardson all sort of contributing and sort of looking after, sort of making sure we're posting on the community and stuff like that. So it's a really good team he's building there, so well done to you. Nikki Pepper and three other ladies from the Peterborough area last week were on the national magazine. Another lady that is in Link4Growth has got a national magazine that she runs out once a month, and Nikki and a few of the other ladies there are featured. I think that's out in August, so well done to you. I'd like to also thank Sophia Wu down in Cardiff. Sophia had 6 new visitors to the drinks this week, so very well done to you. It's a bit of a lonely job down there, all the way over in Cardiff on your own. I know I get down there to help you, but and I believe we've got a little growing team down there as well that's going to help start to help that much more buzzing. Also, I met up with Danny Unthank this week in Redcar. He gets Link4Growth, and Sue as well, who has been helping with the admin, along with Jerry, and possibly one or two others like Jason. Good team up there, good team building and working together, having a hangout once a month to discuss how they're going to move things forward up there. So really will be good to see how that works out. So well done, Danny, for kind of coming in. Danny's got some good contacts up there, so looking forward to seeing how that goes. I also on Monday went along to there's a local charity in Watford called Urban Table Tennis, run by a good friend of mine, because obviously I play table tennis as well, and they were involved in a national competition, and there was 4 of their players got through to the last 16, 1 reached the semi-finals. So well done to all of those involved in it. And I think actually it's on the TV this evening on BT Sport at about 9 o'clock. So if you've got nothing going on and you don't want to watch the football, then why don't you tune into the BT Sport and have a look and see about that. So table tennis on the TV tonight. You might even see me in the audience, so that would be a bit of a laugh. Right, right. Tools for growing districts. One of the things that I've been sort of working on this week is telling people that they can get involved in Google Plus really easily by just going to the community that they live in and asking to join it. Now, I was at the hairdressers yesterday sporting my new haircut here, and yesterday I went down to the hairdressers and they've already got a Gmail account, so I showed them the L4G Watford, gave them a little bit of a discussion about it. It's so simple to participate, just join in and then just start posting stuff and commenting on other people's stuff. The thing is, it's really familiar because it's your town. So it's all stuff that you can see, recognise. There may be people that you know there, and then you can start posting up things that you're doing. And if you've got the L4G buy local community as well for your town, then if you've got a business, you can create a brand page and put that brand page in there and talk as your business and promote things and stuff like that. And the reason this came up was because, you know, well, one reason I've been talking to people in the community about how they can get involved. Google Plus is huge, and we can't really do it justice. So the simplest thing to do is give people they can really get on and do easily, get on, get involved in the community, and they can. What will happen is after a couple of weeks, they might say, well, this is all easy. What else can you do? And then they can start to progress. And of course, we've got all the trainings to get people up to speed on what is actually possible. So. So that's really important. Now, I got another email through from the chat this week. So I've got a promotion on for my business this week. Now, what can I realistically do with an email? Okay, I know he has a promotion and I might mention it to other people, but it's totally unshareable in that form. So I wrote back to him and I said, look, why don't you put this out on Twitter? Why don't you put this on the local L4G Watford community? And why don't you put it on Facebook? Now, in those places, it's very easy for me to like it, share it, pass it around, and tell other people about it through that mechanism. And this is really the power of social media and what most people don't really get. An email list is fine, but if you want to have your content shared and passed around, and I've got 10,000 contacts or more online, so that just gets out to a far wider audience, but you have to produce it in a format that I can share. And that goes for everybody, not just in Link4Growth, but everybody across the piece. So do get on and learn how to do this stuff, because it's absolutely really important that, well, we all help each other and support each other. Now, we've got workshops and training and education to enable people to do this really properly, because it's only by working together and it's only by understanding how to use these tools for you and your business or your organization you can really leverage the most out of them. So do please go on there and get stuck in and get on the training, fill up the gaps in your knowledge. They're not expensive, they're there for you to fill up the gaps in your knowledge and get much better results from your social media activity. I'm not going to bang on it anymore. So it's a bit about education and learning. There was some other really good events around the country this week. We had Watford Coffee, Ramble in Peterborough, Harlow was great, Paradise Wildlife Park was going on, breakfast was in Redcar. There were loads of other events going on as well. There are too many to mention really, but loads of stuff. Thanks for everybody participating in all of those. Everyone in Link4Growth is important, right from the people who go along to these events, right the way to the district leaders. Everybody's important. Without you people, the whole thing just doesn't work. So fantastic, well done everybody. Right, okay, and just the last thing on education, I've talked about it a little bit. If you're unsure of when the trainings are, when the education, what they are, go on the website, there's a training tab, you can go on there, you can find out about what the half-day workshops are, what the full accelerated learning programs are. You can go on there and you can just then see which ones we've got coming up. We've got a 3-month program, and just book yourself in and get yourself up to speed, okay? Right, what else have we got? Collaborations, right, okay, we've got quite a few collaborations going on at the moment, and some of these are going faster than others, but we've got a collaboration with Regis, we've got a collaboration with the Business in the Community group, and I met up with Fred, who used to be a BITC connector, at the breakfast down in Greenfield on Monday. Fantastic guy, loads of connections all across that area of Ealing and just around that area. Fantastic, and he's going to introduce a load of people to Deeper. Now, these Business in the Community connectors are really good people to contact. So if you don't know who yours is locally, just tell me, and I will try and endeavour to find someone that you can go and speak to. Collaboration Club, they're about people getting tasks done or projects done, and by finding people who've got money who want to channel it into good causes. So we're working with them. Prime also looking after the over 50s group. We're not going to give it a name, I don't think. That's all been dismantled. There was a great thread on the forum about that. Do go on there and have a look. And also we're working with a load of charities, and I know that I was talking with Alex earlier about CSI project, about getting these charities and these small independent businesses and providing them a lot of marketing support so they can get more business. So yeah, some really good collaborations going on right across the piece. Now, if you're not a subscriber with Link4Growth, let me tell you, you're missing out. There's a load of stuff you can get as a subscriber. Now, a lot of people ask, well, I've subscribed now, what happens? How can I really start getting some more business? Well, to be honest, subscribing is not about getting a load of business. Subscribing is the first step in saying, you know what, I really believe in community and I really want to take part in this. And then what happens is, as you start to roll through, start getting involved in the event, start meeting people, of course business comes, but you've got to be present. If you're not present and you're not taking part, people will forget you, and people will not recommend you because you're not in their mind at the time. So the first part is to subscribe, the second part is to participate, and through participation people learn that you're a nice person, and then if the opportunity comes up for something that you do, they will recommend you. Okay, so now we have created something for subscribers, something new, which is Link4Growth people in the news. It's on the Pinterest boards. Okay, so if you have a piece that's about you that's in the local newspaper, then just tell Nikki Pepper or Deepa Kotak or any of your district leaders and say, look, I've got this piece, it's a nice piece in the paper, can you make sure that gets put into the community, onto the Pinterest board, and then we'll get it done for you. Right, so that's just another way of us helping to promote you and what you're doing in the community. There is a thread in the welcome here, say hello section right at the top, which says now you've subscribed, what happens next? Read the thread and just you'll find out that there's loads that you can do. Right, okay, what else have we got? Events coming up this week. On Monday we've got Chelmsford and Farnham. On Tuesday we've got Coventry, Uxbridge, Middlesbrough, Croxley and Peterborough Drinks. On Wednesday we've got Tame, Hemel Hempstead, Ramsey and Saltburn Drinks. That's our launch this week, so I can't get to that unfortunately, but it's going to be a load of fun, I'm sure. That's on Wednesday. On Thursday we've got Cardiff Bay, Hitchin, which is normally on a Friday, but this particular week, this month it's been brought forward a day. Ealing, Hatfield and Watford Drinks. And on Friday we've got Luton down in Marjorie's in Hightown and Boreham Wood over at the Elstree Village Hotel, and also in Hornchurch. So it's a busy week this week. And get along to as many of those things as you can. Obviously they're distributed around the country, but if you can get to more than one, do so please. Right, national newsletters to announcements now, by the way. National newsletter is due out this week. Look out for L4G Mingle. What is it? Well, read the newsletter, you'll find out. What else have we got going on? If you've got an idea an idea for something that you'd like to put forward to happen, talk to your district leader about it. All right, now, as long as it conforms with the principles, the ethics and the values of Link4Growth, there's no reason why, and it's bringing people together so they can learn about each other, there's no reason why it can't be done. Remember, each of the districts is pretty autonomous to do as they please. This is not about homogenizing the country, it's about celebrating diversity, different cultures in the communities, and working with that. And of course, the people in those places know what the culture is, so they're the best people to decide. So if you have anything in the curry evening, I know Alex has got a curry evening being planned now. It might be bi-monthly because, you know, let's face it, people don't want to go for a curry every month. So whatever you've got, whatever you think might work, or I'd like to do this, throw it out there. And the district leaders will talk with the regional coordinators, and that information will get up, and we can share best and find out what other people are doing, and maybe mirror it. You know, if it works one place, why not work in another? Okay, what else? The book. I hear you say, right, 4th edit. It's really getting close now. We've got a few examples of book covers out there already, and I'm looking at those, and we've got a few amendments to make and stuff like that, but we're getting close. I'm going to be tapping someone up for an ISBN number this week, and I'm hoping that in the not too distant future, like within a week or so, we can have this book published and available on Kindle. Okay, community TV, that's charging ahead. We've now got South West Herts and North Yorkshire and Durham. Who's going to be the next one? Who's going to be the next one? Is it going to be somewhere like Lancashire and Cumbria? Is it going to be Bradford, Halifax? Is it going to be Essex maybe? Who knows? So anyway, you going now, and lots of ideas coming back through the network. So really looking forward to seeing another 2-3 pop up shortly, and it's just another audience getting the good news back to a wider audience. So do get involved. If you have watched the national did with Richard Harrington along with Carol and Alex a few weeks back, do look it up. If you search for Richard Harrington in YouTube, you'll find that comes up from the first page. Have a look, because we're in a year, and you know there should be a lot of connection with the community over the coming year, especially in places that are swing seats, for example. So you know, it might give you some ideas locally with other people, you know, councillors or people who are influential in the local district. It might give you some ideas. So have a look at that and see what happens. Right, I think that's about it. That's about all I want to say this week. Next week's another massive week. You can see there's events all up and down the country. I'm going to be off in the car up to Coventry, down to Cardiff, all over the place again. But it is growing very, very quickly. There's a lot out there. Loads of new stuff coming up and new things to help people engage, whatever way they want to engage with us. So, yeah, really exciting time to get involved with Link4Growth. I do encourage you to start to participate. Real friendly budget. It's all about community. It's all about ensuring that we create the future in our community that we want. And by working together, we'll do it. You just have to believe. Okay, so I'm signing off now, and I will catch up with you next week. I believe Carol will be back next week with me, so there'll be 2 of us on the show. But I wish all the best for the week, and let's hope that the good weather we've got right now sticks with us right through the week. So thanks very much for joining me, and see you next week.